This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Dungeons & Dragons Tower of Doom! We continued through our adventure, finding out that the tower has been resurrected, and we fought like a really annoying shadow elf amongst other creatures, and now we have to decide how to get to that tower. And are we going to choose the most dangerous path by fighting a cheap dragon? Of course we are. Because why not? It's a dragon. It's called Dungeons & Dragons. You know? Are you sure? No one has so much scratched the dragon. No, let's do that. Let's be... I mean, we have all the continues in the world. Really? His fiery breath can incinerate anything in a blink. Oh, absolutely. Okay, I won't try and stop you. Okay, I won't try and stop you. Good luck. You'll need it. It's basically the game's way... Actually, I don't think you can... With all possible preparations done, you begin your descent to the Dragon's Lair. From what I understand, the game's basically saying, hey, this guy's like super hard. You'll probably lose a lot of quarters. Are you sure? And you're like, yes. I want to lose all my... Or does he... Oh, no, he insta-kills you. Does he always insta-kill you? He might always insta-kill you. Or maybe his flaming blood just... See, his HP bar doesn't even pop up. So yeah, basically this boss is like I said, I remember when I was a kid, I foolishly, the first time I played this, I think I decided to fight the dragon when I first played this. You puny mortals have no chance of defeating me. It's a pity you learned such an important lesson so late in life. Yeah, see, the thing is, he doesn't even have an HP bar, so I don't even remember if you can actually beat him or not. I know as a kid I fell for the whole not fighting the dragon, but I have to well, we'll see how many times I die. Whoops. We'll see how many times I die, and then just if you can actually beat the guy or not, or because nah. Well done. You've lasted this long. Well, the power of coins and quarters and stuff like that. So, you know, our gods like. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. Our gods like to keep our resurrections on. They want us to fight you really badly. Yeah, it kind of sucks that the game doesn't like give you his HP bar. Well, it's like what's the saying in D&D? Don't stat it if you don't want the players to kill it. But yeah, a lot of players will kill if you stat anything in D&D. Certain players will try to kill it. That's what we dictate calling the murder hobo, where you'll have gamers who will just kill anything no matter what. You know, forget the story or whatever, which is a fine way to play as long as everyone's in on that. You know, if you're not into murder hoboing, then you probably don't want to be in a group with murder hobos because they usually don't care for the story aspect of it. They just want to kill stuff, which is, like I said, it's fine. It just depends on the DM. And oh, now we get an HP bar. Now I will destroy you. You know, I wasn't even taking track with how often I died to him. I think I died like 5 times right now, or 6, something like that. He is kind of a cheap boss. I mean, he's supposed to be a dragon, so I think it might have been in this game, but I think in the sequel you had to fight a dragon like this too. I don't know if it's this guy specifically. Yeah, I'm not even using like most of my spells won't even work on him. Actually, I guess I could have been using striking just to help me do a little bit of damage. But yeah, like stickness snakes don't even hit him, so that's pointless. Yeah, you could hit him with the hammer, I guess, and that would probably work. Well, cast a spell, or he just. I thought he was gonna cast his flaming breath again. In D&D, dragons can't use their flame breath every turn. They can only use it like every other round or something like that, depending on the dragon or edition here. Like, usually in some certain books it's like 1d4 rounds, but I think in 2nd edition they had a specific limit on how many times the dragon could breathe fire. But yeah, in later editions they made it based off a die roll. I'm trying to remember if I was super pissed or whatever when I chose this when I was a kid at the arcade. I think I was annoyed because I was like, oh, that's not fair. Even though the game tells you like 4 times or whatever that you shouldn't do this. I wonder if you could beat the dragon without dying. I doubt it. I mean, that fire breath's pretty much like an insta-kill. Oh, we almost got him. Nice. Yeah, I know. We're using the power cheat, but whatever. Haha. And the 4 heroes watch as the dragon falls. At a fierce battle, you defeated the red dragon! Yeah, I like the cool little animation it's got there as he falls to his death. Even though dragons shouldn't be falling to his death, because, you know, it's a dragon. Your name will live forever amongst the great dragon slayers. We gained A level for beating this dragon, for using up like 10 continues or whatever. Oh, we get some treasure for beating the dragon. Thank you, game. Protection ring. Oh, nice. Means they'll do less damage to me. Ring of protection raises your AC by 1, by the way. Now let's see. Most of this is oh, super healing. This is probably a reward for beating the dragon. That's why it gives us a time limit. Let's see. Oh, you found a fire. Thanks! Now we're resistant to fire after fighting the dragon! That's so dumb. Anyway, Sable Tower. Oh, I didn't even get to collect the boots. Dang it, game. Oh, well, whatever. You finally reached the Black Fountain of Evil. Fountain? The Sable Tower. Okay. Huh. Can we get hearts or meat from the candlesticks now? Okay. Yeah, it's not letting me. It's not letting me do anything now. Uh-oh. Hellhounds. Yeah, hellhounds can breathe fire. Usually they're, yeah, well, they're demonic dogs from hell. They're from heck, man. I think their main thing is just being dogs that can breathe fire, basically. I think that's their main claim to fame. Oh, right. I remember I'm not fighting a dragon anymore, so I can actually use my regular spells to somewhat effective use. Gotta start using all my spells now. Striking. These hellhounds have a bit more HP than I expected. And of course we're fighting traps as well, so that's weird. There we go. Oh yeah, but anyway, as I was saying, Ring of Protection. Increase your AC by 1, so it means it's a little bit harder to hit you if you get attacked. I don't know how that works in the game mechanics, but... Aw, man! Yeah, I guess in this game it's all about how many times you get hit. That's not D&D. Actually, who's ever running this campaign, whichever DM's running the Tower of Doom, is being a real douche. That whole person. Now, it doesn't help against the hellhounds, but hey. There we go. Yeah, still cure serious. Wouldn't it be cure? No, I guess serious. I'm trying to remember what the highest grade of cure is. I think it might be serious. Oh no, I think cure critical is the highest. Never mind. Ah, come on. Alright, come on, dude. Hey, you're kind of being a bit of a bell in there, aren't you? It seems like the strong attack seems to be the best. Oh yeah, I forgot you can do a strong attack if you kind of hold back a bit on the button. There we go. Alright, more cure serious wounds. Oh yeah, scrolls in D&D would be used up after 1 use, by the way, if you want to know what that... So yeah, depending on how much money or how much time you have as a group, you tended to want to like stack up on scrolls just in case, because you know, as a Because you normally in the confines of the game, you can only cast so many spells per day without like rest or whatever. So one way to get like extra magic was to put a lot of make a lot of scrolls, so that way you wouldn't have to worry too much about. In D&D, you kind of, if you're a person who likes preparing or whatever, you want to play a spellcaster. But if you're not very good at preparing or making a plan, then you don't want to play a spellcaster, because that's what a lot of your power is based off of. You can't just cast any spell whatever you want and as many times as you want, unless you're playing like a warlock or something like that in 5th edition. But so yeah, usually most people don't like all that preparation. They usually tend to play fighters or thieves or something like that. Yeah, we got another ogre. The ogre is back again. Just trying to see if we... Okay. I think hold person worked on him. Yeah, it did. Okay. Yeah. I as well keep using it if I'm gonna get killed. Of course, at our level, ogres are probably aren't as bad. Actually, in D&D, technically, you can get killed pretty... You can get killed by... At any level, you could get killed by a monster with, like, the right hit or whatever. Depending on the... Well, I guess depending on your DM and how you play, of course. There we go. Nice. And my boots of speed haven't broken yet. I hope the game wouldn't be that cheap to me, but who knows? Going up the tower to fight some... Actually, I think I missed the previous door from before. Oh, what was that ring? I missed it. Dang it. Oh well. I'm saving all this for the final encounter anyway, so... Uh-oh, more hellhounds. Great. Actually, where's my... Let's see if we can get rid of those undead. I love being able to just take out certain enemies with like one hit. Yeah, if you ever fight like a undead campaign or a campaign with a lot of undead, you always want to have your cleric. Other than being a heal bot, of course. Yeah, unfortunately, most people who played the clerics back in the day were usually people who were late to the gaming session or they needed to fill out the last class. Because as much as the healer is very important to a group, a lot of people didn't like being relegated to the heal bot. You know, kind of like in MMOs, some people don't like being relegated to just the healer, even though that's the point of the class or whatever. In later editions in D&D, they try to give the cleric at least more cool abilities and powers to make up for the fact that you're basically just a heal bot. It works sometimes, depending on which version of D&D you play. Most people still like playing wizards or fighter classes more. Or if you want to be a nature themed, you'd play a druid. Which druids are cool in their own way. Although how druids play is different between the different versions. Ah, stupid fire. Yeah, I didn't really have enough time to like cast Turn Undead, so. Although I don't think these undead have a lot of HP though, so. It just saves me some time. Ah, quit casting fire on me, jerk! Oh, that guy ran away. I already went to this door, right? Yeah, okay. In the action-packed combat, you kind of sometimes immediately forget your surroundings. Alright. Oh, and those options on the left-hand screen are just like little achievements you can get. I think they unlock stuff in the game if you unlock most of the stuff while playing, I think. But anyway. Ring of Protection, nice. That'll probably break in a matter of moments. But that's fine. Alright, more undead. Yeah, take you. But we got an annoying knoll with axe. There we go. I'm kind of getting in my groove near the end of the game, of course, where I'm finally kind of starting to fully utilize the power of the, move slightly, attack, whatever. probably a bit easier with a fighter or a dwarf to do this, though. You know, I've kind of, it's kind of weird how I've kind of stopped talking about D&D stuff here for a second while I'm trying to play. Just because I'm trying to beat this, so. And my throat's kind of giving out a bit, too. I've recorded multiple episodes of other projects back-to-back, so my throat's going out a little bit. That's the problem with trying to do a batch of stuff back-to-back, so. What's with epic music? Welcome, I'm so delighted you could join us. This time I'll waste no time and finish you now. I assume that's the Shadow Elf again. Yep. It's a rematch against the Shadow Elf. Let me get rid of that. Get rid of your little villains or whatever. Yeah. I do like blinding the guy multiple times. There we go. Oh, I do a lot more damage than probably because of my level, as well as the spell, of course. But oh, prison! I just can't take you seriously, dude. Ah, man. Yeah, he jumped higher. He had the high ground, Anakin. We all knew. Oh, yeah. He doesn't even do the whole taunt you when he kills you type of thing, because he's not technically. I mean, he's a boss, but you know what I mean. He's not a boss. Oh my god, that's annoying. God, cycling through the spells sometimes gets a little obnoxious sometimes. But yeah, you can tell his like HP isn't as high. I think the idea is that we've gained some levels or some experience, so he's not supposed to be as difficult. And it's like that in any game with level up mechanics and all that. I'm just casting all types of magic. I'm annoying you with my spamming. My spamming, I tell you. Ah. I see the skeletons as such a non-entity, I'm forgetting that they're actually there. Like, I'm just trying to focus on the Shadow Elf, you know. Gonna keep snakes armor friends. Snakes armor friends. Oh yeah, the snakes have a. Oh wait, no. I think the snakes change colors. I do here because of the lighting. What was I gonna say? Well, at least we're not fighting Dritz to Erden. Otherwise, this as a dark elf. Otherwise, we'd be in a lot of trouble. We'd have the power of edginess. No, I actually like the Dritz stories. Or at least I did for a while. I haven't really read most of the later books. I've heard they kind of lost their kind of because RA's been writing them for so long. I've heard they kind of lost their luster. Not saying RA is has become a bad writer. I'm just saying you can tell in certain authors when they write certain types of books so many times without writing anything new or different. They kind of like lose like something. Oh, they kind of lose something out of it, you know, like either originality or trying to continue the story or whatever. Yeah, it can't handle the power of the godhood or power calling on God, can you? Or he's messing me up pretty badly. Well, we're getting close. Oh, did I get him in anything? Nice. Because you usually don't want to like spam the attack button when you do that, because otherwise it'll break like the chain. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really practice what I preached, can I? Oh, now he said shame. Oh, now I kill him. Okay. Yeah, see, and it just happens. It's like no pomp or circumstance, you know, just, oh, we did it. Okay. Oh yeah, we can't go through the doors. We're probably pretty close to the end, I think. I might make this episode long if we can't beat the final boss within the time limit. Just make a longer episode. Yeah, not jumping in that door. Do we want to go to the creepy door with a Cthulhu face on it? I think we do. Ah! So I was right. You curs believe your powerful powers are enough to overcome me. I am Deimos the Archdemon. Or, Lich. You fools, the only reason you got this far is that I may personally watch your last attack at any moment. My minions will crush you. When you fall to them, the freelance will fall with you. Yeah, some of that dialogue either goes too quick or too not fast enough. What are you gonna do, the Lich dude? You know, you do have spells that can insta-kill me, by the way, in real D&D. If you don't, like, you can cast like Death Ray and stuff like that. Because he's like, he said Demi-Lich, right? So that's the, like, those are like level 20 like enemies, you know. Mud golems. Actually, mud golems aren't that tough in D&D if I recall. Well, actually, golems in general can be nasty because they can be immune to like magic and stuff like that, which could really dick over wizards. But I think the mud golem's like one of the weaker of the golems. Well, actually, no, I think flesh. Well, it's either mud or flesh. I always forget. It's like mud golem, flesh golem, iron golem, stone golem. One of the toughest ones is adamantine, which makes sense, I guess. Ah. Yeah, I might as well heal myself. Yeah, the Demi-Lich is just being archetypical villain, not killing me instantly like he could. He wants to have his minions do it. Ah. Don't bear hug me. Don't bear hugger me. I'm surprised the snakes are actually working. Well, it is a spell. It's not an actual... Well, I mean, summoning snakes, but it's magical snakes. There you go. So it makes sense that they could actually do it from a magic point of view. It's true from a certain point of view. And of course, the Bedmen are designed to be like overweight dudes, as you can tell. They even have dude breasts. Yeah. I doubt Continual Light works on them. Yeah, most golems are immune to that type of magic. Ow, they actually do quite a bit of damage now that I think about it. Yeah, it only took like a handful of hits to kill me. I guess that sounds about right. Ah, well, you can get me on the back swing too, huh? What would have happened if we skipped the door and kept going up the... Actually, I bet that would have left us dead. Yeesh. I guess might as well cast my spells since I'm gonna die anyway. Ow, come on. Yeah, for some reason I thought you could, when you died, you could choose another class to play as, but I guess this is one of those games where you have to, unless you restart the chapter or whatever, you have to play as the class you started the game with. Actually, I think in some of the original arcade cabinets, each class had their own spot on the arcade cabinet, so like the fighter would be like on the left side, that type of thing. Or actually, no, I think the fire and dwarf are in the middle, so that way, because most people would want to play those, so that makes sense. Well done, Days. You handle yourselves well against my weak inept minions. With your defeat, nothing will stop me. I'll drink a toast to my future victories over your broken bodies. You didn't do anything, dude. Are you gonna fight me now? No? Maybe? Yes? Come on. We're gonna do this? People don't say that when they cast the spell. They use some, like, weird, magic-y voodoo. But anyway, it's boss time against the final boss of the game. Or this version of the game, anyway. Deimos. He's pretty annoying, but I don't know if I call him the most... Weirdly enough, even for being the final boss, I don't know if I call him the most annoying boss. You know, if that makes sense. Like, he'll cheap shot us and all this other stuff, but... I'm gonna take this and that. Keep lightning bolting me. Well, technically in D&D, I guess you say lightning bolt, but it's assumed you're saying it like some weird mystical mumbo jumbo, you know? Like, desummon the undead. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess I could start using my rings and everything like that. So. Yeah, I got rid of. Oh, Okay, he cast displacement on himself, I think, or mirror image, one of the two. You've amused me enough, yo. Heroes, prepare for the end. Okay, well, anyway, now I can start using my rings and everything like that. Magic missile! Magic missile! Ow. Oh, he's casting meteor swarm on me. Holy cow, that's like an in-game, like 9th level type of stuff there. Oh yeah, there's fireball. I don't even think that hit. Oh, is this a lightning bolt ring? Oh, I don't even. I think most liches are immune to magic, or at least demi-liches anyway. Because there's liches and demi-liches. I think he's just a regular. I think he said he was just a regular lich. Because demi-liches are usually just flying skulls. But I could be. I bet he's immune to continual light. Yeah. Oh, okay. Huh, weird. I couldn't cast magic while he was casting lightning bolt. Interesting. Yeah, I don't. Let's see. But yeah, despite being a skeleton man, they do have a lot of strength. Well, sort of. I mean, it's hard to explain really, but yeah, he's gonna kill me a few times, but I think he just said, oh yeah, fireball, yeah, teleport. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even think how to beat this guy without dying at least once. But most attack games like this usually have patterns or certain mechanics you can kind of figure out. But I'm not an expert on that. I was hoping to do the firewall or whatever. It's kind of interesting that there's a specific death animation for getting killed by fire. Ow. Actually, that didn't much. Mirror image, but you can't attack with the other images though. You can only attack with the one image. Unless he's not technically attacking with the other image. It just seems like it. Mirror image casts like 1d4 images of yourself. It's supposed to make it to where if you hit the target, there's a chance you'll hit the image and he'll take no damage. That type of thing. Pretty useful for wizards so they don't get insta-killed by like an orc or something like that at low levels. Why do you say some of your attacks and then don't say some of your others like wall fire and stuff like that? And he's almost done. Come on. Oh, now you're just being a douche. I got stunned. I almost got him. Come on. We've got this. Can I not die like again? And there we go. No, this is impossible. I have destined to conquer the world. How can I possibly be able to upsell you? You and your little dog, too. It's like he's evaporating. I mean, demi-liches can get killed. It's just hard to do because usually they have like all these like backups. Like I think a lich would definitely have a phylactery for him to go to, but somehow we kill him, even though he would have prepared a phylactery ahead of time just in case we've got to get out of here. The tower is collapsing. Yeah, but yeah. Oh. Wait, look at that in his throat. That's a teleport crystal. Well, she is the wizard, so she would know that. Then let's get it working and get us out of here. I was about to say how would she know, but the elf is kind of the rogue/wizard of the group, so she would have arcane knowledge, or at least the use magic device ability or something like that. Yep, we're getting teleported out of there. Ooh, just in time before the tower collapsed on us. Yay! And there it goes, like Castlevania sometimes, or Dracula's Castle. It kind of reminds me of a Castlevania ending now that I think about it. Anyway, that's it. Yep, we beat Tower of Doom. Yeah, it's not a very long game. You can. Oh, George Kamitani. I think he did Dragon's Crown. I think he was the artist for that or something like that. But anyway, yeah, that's it. You can beat the game in a couple hours. It was because it was meant to be an arcade, so couldn't make an arcade game that was destined to be there for like 10 hours. So you had to make it just long enough to play, but maybe be able to beat in within a couple hours or so. But yeah, I still like this game, despite some of the cheapness that old hack and slash games of the time. I just love the excuse me. Well, I love the fact as a kid, I love the fact that someone made a game based off Dungeons & Dragons. I thought that was cool. And fantasy is always awesome. The music was great. I mean, the story is pretty straightforward. Evil bad guy wants to destroy the world or whatever, which is par for the course for most D&D campaigns, which is fine. That you play it for escapism, all this other stuff. But yeah, I think everything's great about it. Just like I said, the music, action, combat. Some things could probably be used a little bit better in the game when you think about it. But I do like the idea of the item choice system where you can grab items and use them. I think in the arcade version, I think it was a little bit easier to access the items. But in the console version, I think they changed it slightly for ease of use or whatever. But yeah, we ended up getting all these items over the course of the game. Not that it really matters, but it just for... Oh, this screen here is only for the PC console version re-release of the game. Obviously, in the old arcade version, there wasn't any of this extra content, extra stuff here. It's just ways to show what you collected for replayability and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, all these items I probably missed from either not playing that class or going down certain pathways, stuff like that. It was probably from missing certain treasure chests and all that other stuff too. So, and some stuff, yeah, you can't get unless you're like a specific class of character or whatever. So. Anyway, yep, that was Tower of Doom. The heroes have defeated the... Yeah, and in the game, that's it. It just goes to the credits and then game over. And it would usually have like a screen going, game over, or something like that. And that's how it is. So I hope you enjoyed this run-through of the game. It's pretty quick. Probably could have done it in one video, but yeah. Will I do Shadows of Mystara? Yes, and I will do that tomorrow, actually. So, but I hope you enjoyed this little... game here, Tower of Doom. I hope you get a chance to play it. It's pretty fun to play, and obviously more fun if you can get multiple people to play it. Most stores or whatever have the ability to play this multiplayer, but yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of this game, and next episode will be Shadows of Mystara. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.